Words of congratulations poured in for new St. Kitts Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew this week as leaders from the Caribbean, Central and South America, CARICOM, and the OECS convey salutations. Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla N. Bennett, communicated congratulations to St. Kitts Nevis's fourth Prime Minister, Dr. Terence Drew, on his party's victory at the polls and his election as Prime Minister. In her words of congratulations, Dr. Barnett said, "On the conclusion of the elections, the CARICOM Election Observer Mission issued a statement noting that voters were able to cast their ballots without intimidation or fear. The success of the election is an affirmation of the strong commitment of the citizens of St. Kitts Nevis to the principles of democracy." She noted that the Caribbean community looks forward to the continued contribution of St. Kitts Nevis in the advancement of regional integration under his guidance as Prime Minister. In this regard, she said, "You will also assume the role in the CARICOM Quasi-Cabinet of lead head with responsibility for issues pertaining to human resource development, health, and HIV/AIDS. She said her team is ready to support his government and the people of the Federation in any way possible. Director General of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, also congratulated Dr. Drew. He said his leadership comes at a time of immense global uncertainty, this resulting from, among other phenomena, the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and more recently the war in Ukraine, which has triggered supply chain disruptions and a surge in commodity prices globally. The Commission is aware of the economic impacts of these crises, particularly on the small and vulnerable states of the OECS, and the actions which must be taken to mitigate the impacts. He said, in that regard, the Commission and its staff remain highly committed to providing support to St. Kitts Nevis in efforts to address these and other related challenges. Dr. Jules said he looks forward to the prospects of working with Dr. Drew in his capacity as Prime Minister and as a member of the authority of the OECS to jointly shape and implement policies and strategies for the realization of a more prosperous and sustainable future for the region. Meanwhile, commendations also came from leaders of Nicaragua, Venezuela, Jamaica, and Montserrat. President H.E. Daniel Ortega Saavedra and the First Lady and Vice President, Her Excellency Rosario Murillo, who is the wife of President Ortega, said, "Allow us to express our warmest congratulations to you and the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party SKNLP for the victory achieved in the elections held on 5th August. At the beginning of your new mandate as Prime Minister, we convey to you, your new government, and to the brotherly people of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis our best wishes for peace, prosperity, and good living, as we reiterate our unwavering commitment to continue strengthening the fraternal bonds of solidarity and cooperation that unite our peoples and governments." Premier of Montserrat, the Honorable Joseph Farrell, congratulated the Prime Minister and the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party and assures that the continued friendship and support of the government and people of Montserrat and the government of St. Kitts Nevis will work tirelessly for the progress and prosperity of the people of the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. The President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro Moros, on Tuesday held a phone call with Prime Minister Drew. During his conversation, the head of state conveyed to the Prime Minister the willingness of the government of Venezuela to continue providing its solidarity cooperation through the Petrocaribe Energy Supply Agreement, as well as the implementation of agri-food projects, regional air interconnection, among other airlines, with financing from Balco de Alba. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in a letter to Prime Minister Drew, said, quote, "Your election as Prime Minister is testament to the confidence reposed in you by the people of the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis to lead the country at this very crucial time, when the region is confronted with multifaceted challenges such as climate change, high debt burden, increases in food and fuel prices, the disruption in supply chains, and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic." Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.